Hello. Welcome on back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. I'm so excited for today's video because I have the honor of partnering up with Nova Beauty to share with y'all their very first ever collection. Now this is going to be a lot of fun for me too because I've had this collection for over, I don't know, like a month, and I haven't opened it up. All I know is that it's all lip product, but I haven't opened this up. And for someone who loves lip products like me, you know how hard that is to do? For it to just be sitting on the shelf in my studio for over a month, it's been killing me. So let's open it. Okay, here we go. Dun, da, da. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. I am so excited to see how these perform. I'm gonna swatch them all for you, and down below in the description box, I'll include the order that I'm swatching them in. I also have our gorgeous model with us today, whom I'm gonna create maybe, I don't know, like 3 or 4 or 5 different lip combos together using these products. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, we gotta start out with the swatches. These are the Nova Beauty High Shine lip glosses, and there's a total of 12 different shades. Next are the Nova Beauty Snatched lip liners. There's 10 different shades here, ranging from deep nudes to bright pinks and reds. And then we have the lipsticks. There's a lot of them, I think 26 to be exact. So I had to get a couple different shots here showing, swatches of them. Now I have my eye on a few different shades, so let's try them out. For the first look, I'm using the lip liner in the shade Pink Nude 02 and using this to trace the border of Diana's lips. First impression of the liner is that it's very smooth and very pigmented. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that it's probably one of the most pigmented liners I've ever used, and it glides right on, as you can see. I'm even using this to fill in the corners a bit for a soft ombre effect. For lipstick, I'm using the shade called Tone and using this to fill in the center of the lip. Now, they came out with 3 different formulas for their lipsticks. There are some that have a matte finish, some that have a satin finish, and others that have a shimmer finish. This shade is one of the matte ones, and I specifically wanted to try out the matte formula first because I knew it would set the tone for the rest of the video. I'm picky about matte lipsticks, so I'm really happy that this formula is easy for me to apply and has a beautiful matte velvet finish. Now for gloss, I'm using the shade Moody and layering this right on top. Honestly, I was most excited about the glosses because you all know by now, I love my gloss. And this did not disappoint. I love that the glosses are more on the sheer side in terms of the color pigment, because I personally like to be able to see through the gloss, to see the lipstick and liner underneath it, which is exactly what's happening here. We see the full color story of these 3 shades together that created this really pretty, everyday mauve rose toned lip that I think looks great on everyone. So for the second look, I'm using the liner in the shade Red 01, and I'm going to be using this eventually, as you'll see in a second, all over the lip because this is a 2-in-1 product. You can use it just as a liner, or you can use it all over the lip as a lipstick. The liners all have a matte finish, and I'm noticing that they don't bleed or transfer or smudge, and hopefully you can see here what I was talking about in regards to how full coverage it is, right? The eye makeup and everything else I did on our model Diana today, I tried to keep kind of neutral, so that way we could create a lot of different lip looks today. But this color liner with little to no eye makeup would just be stunning. So next up, I'm taking this lipstick in the shade Napa, which is a deep Merlot color, and using this to shade in just the outer corners of her mouth. Although I do really like that lip liner shade alone as is, I want to have fun with this and try different looks and really play around with these products. This is one of the satin finished lipstick formulas, by the way. It's more on the medium coverage side, but definitely buildable, which is perfect for a style like this because it's all about building the shape and dimension I'm looking for and then perfecting the details later on. The gloss I'm pairing with this is in the shade Fire, and you can see that it really just brings this lip color to another level. That hint of orange in this gloss shade makes everything look a little more saturated and rich, and it almost makes it look like a lip stain, doesn't it? I don't know how to explain it, but I absolutely love it. And now is where I go in and perfect out the details of the border as best I can and try to even things out. But yeah, that's how we came up with this red lip. It's bold, it has a lot of dimension and character, and looks incredible on her. Okay, for the third look, I'm using the liner in the shade Brown 01 and applying this on in the same style I had applied on the first liner we used by tracing the borders and filling in the outer corners. For this look, I'm going to be a bit selfish here. I chose colors that I gravitated towards and something I would personally wear, and it does end up giving us a monochromatic moment with the eye makeup as well. So shade, 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 fill, 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 and then on the other side of this liner, there's a brush. You can use this to sheer out your liner and turn it into a lipstick. You can use it to smudge out the borders for a softer look. Or as I'm doing here, I'm using it to diffuse the liner towards the center of the lip for an ombre effect. And then with a lipstick in the shade OG, I'm filling in the center. This is a shade I would wear every single day. It has that beautiful mauve undertone that I like, and it's one of the satin finishes. So it has that silk oil in it to moisturize the lips and give it a hydrated finish, but also while remaining long lasting. Now for gloss, I've chosen the shade Tea and applying this right on top. Something else I really like about these glosses are the fine glitter pigments in it. It makes a big difference in the overall glass-like finish, but it doesn't feel glittery. I will say that it doesn't feel heavy or sticky. If anything, it feels like a chapstick, but looks like a gloss. So you have the best of both worlds, and it makes the perfect finishing touch to this moody monochromatic lip color that I cannot wait to try out for myself. All right, for that fourth look, I'm using the liner in the shade Pink Nude 01 to begin on a lip look that I think is perfect for the spring and summertime. It's going to be light, it's going to be pink, and it's going to be something that I think a lot of y'all will like. I also do know that a lot of you care about packaging, as do I, so let's talk about it. Across the board, I like how clean it looks. I like how sturdy it feels too. The liners specifically, they don't need to be sharpened. They have this diamond shape tip, which can get you that super sharp, smooth line every time. And of course, I love how they included a brush on the other side as well. It's practical. Now for lipstick, I'm using the shade Pleasure, which is one of their matte shades. The lipstick packaging also feels sturdy, and something else is that it's a magnetic case, which is a huge plus for me. I can't tell you how many times over the years a lipstick cap has fallen off in a bag and, ends up everywhere. So I love that Nova Beauty created a magnetic component to keep the cap on. And then for the gloss, I'm using the shade IYKYK, which stands for if you know, you know, and I'm popping this right on. Another thing that I think is worth mentioning here is that there's no fragrance in any of these products. There's no scent, so I find it to be friendly to those like myself who have sensitive skin. And mind you, you can use these glosses alone as is without lipstick or liner if you just want a hydrated glow with a hint of color, but I like how these three shades work together to create this flirty pink lip, perfect for any occasion, day or night. And for the last look, I'm using the liner in the shade Nude 02 to create one of my most favorite and used nude lips, a toasty neutral toned lip line ombreed into a pinky center of the lip. I still can't get over how pigmented these liners are and affordable too. That's another thing. We got to talk about prices. So the lip glosses are $14, the lipsticks are $12, and the lip liners are $10. That's pretty good, right? And I'm taking into consideration the packaging, the accessibility, the shades, the formula. It's vegan, it's cruelty free. I mean, all these things. So I can appreciate the affordable price point. Now, once I have this liner applied on, I'm going to take the lipstick in the shade Baby Girl and dust this onto the center of the lip with an eyeshadow brush. A bright pink color like this one is great to have because you can also use it as a cream blush or even use it as an eyeshadow base. In fact, in one of my next tutorials, I want to try using the lip liners on the eyelids. I think that might be kind of fun, huh? Anyways, until then, I'm going to use this gloss in the shade THICC and use this to get that high shine finish. You always hear me say that everyone needs one clear lip gloss. So naturally,
I had to use this in at least one of the looks. It transforms the finish of the lip, but without altering the color of it, which is why I always have a clear lip gloss with me at all times. So this really makes for the perfect last product to try out from this brand new collection from Nova Beauty.
We have it, kids. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give this video a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can also check out more of my work on my Instagram at Painted by Spencer. And until next time, I'll see you soon.